What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Cam ATL, and welcome back to another Prize Picks video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're going to love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section and enter your name into the $50 giveaway that I do every single week on this channel. Welcome back. PropsMadeEasy.com. Only $15 a month for the best player prop tools that you can find. It's got Prize Picks, and then we can also switch over to Underdog as well now. So for only $15 a month, you can't beat it. We had another sweep day yesterday. Swept NBA yesterday. Swept all three of the picks that I talked about in NBA. It was a great night, man. Great night. There were people, I will say, there were many people embarrassing themselves in that comment section of my video yesterday, talking about how, oh, you must work for Prize Picks, talking about Zach Collins over. Minnesota's been good versus centers and blah, 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 as if we're 10% into the season, y'all. To make the assumption that a team is great versus a position after only the beginning like this is stupid. Okay, there's much more that you need to factor into these things. There's just opportunities. Zach Collins hit, and he was in early foul trouble. He got in early foul trouble. Okay, has nothing to do with the defense being good versus centers in that position. He just got unlucky, got in early foul trouble, and still hit. Okay, and he still hit. He only played 24 minutes where normally he goes over 30 something minutes. So at the end of the day, the point is that everybody, the dumbest mistake that a lot of people make is they come into things thinking, oh, this defense is good versus this position. You got to go under on this guy. Not keeping in mind that the line could already be just too low, though. It doesn't matter how bad a matchup is if the line is just too low. Zach Collins hit his points assists in 24 minutes. He usually plays over 30 minutes, in the mid-30 range. The only reason he didn't play mid-30s and get 10 extra minutes is because he got in early foul trouble, and he still hit. If he doesn't get in early foul trouble and plays his normal minutes, he drops 20-something points assists. Okay, exactly what the projection showed. So the point is let the analytics, let the data do the work. Stop trying to act like you're a professional in these things and making assumptions off that a play is over or under just solely off the matchup, not keeping in mind that the line is probably already adjusted to the matchup. That's what you have to understand. Is like people make immediate assumptions on an over and under on a player, not keeping in mind that the damn line could be too low already. You know what I mean? So that's just a little tidbit of advice. People were talking about, oh, you must work for Prize Picks, talking about Zach Collins, Minnesota, blah, blah, blah. And I haven't heard shit from him all morning. You know what I mean? Where the hell are y'all at? By the way, also, you people who have been playing player props on Twitter for all this time, before I started doing player prop videos, and y'all just been watching Twitter people and catching on to the lingo and talking shit in the same way everybody else talks shit by saying, if somebody misses, saying, oh, you must work for Prize Picks. That's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard in my life. If you think Prize Picks has people on the payroll to purposely give out picks that miss, you're dumb as hell. I get why you would think that, but it's still dumb as hell. Okay? Stop feeding into the lame shit that you see on Twitter. Okay? That's just a bunch of people who don't know what they're doing, want to just complain somehow, and you're just feeding in and joining in and doing what you see everyone else do. Have your own voice. You feel what I'm saying? Be your own person. Everybody just feels like a copied version of people you see on Twitter, and the way they talk shit, they talk the same shit. Everyone talks the same shit in this industry. Everybody says the same damn things, and it's lame. Okay? Do better. Be your own person, and let's get this money. All right? I had to vent on that because look, I had so many people talking shit yesterday that just have no idea what they're talking about, and that's the most annoying part. Listen, if you come to my comment section, okay, and you give advice as if you know better and how I'm wrong and you're right, and you give advice and try to tell people, oh, fade that, he doesn't know what he's talking about for that, you're never going to be able to comment on the channel again, because I don't want people getting fed into thinking that you know what you're talking about, and then they lose a bunch of shit trying to listen to you. You feel what I'm saying? So the dumb comments and the, oh, I'm smarter than you comments, you're gone. Peace. Go do that shit somewhere else. All right? Don't nobody want to fucking hear that shit. I've been doing this for a living for 8 years, and you think you got me beat. It's just dumb, a dumb way to think. Okay? All right, let's get it. All right, going into NFL. Starting in with NFL plus EV plus projection. Let's take a look at what we got when it comes to sportsbook differentials, the biggest differentials we've got available for us. At the top of the list here are some unders. Amon-Ra St. Brown's receiving yards is 88.5 on Prizepicks, 82.5 other places, -6 receiving yard differential. Okay, projection of 85, so it's also on the under. Amon-Ra St. Brown's receiving yards looks good on an under. Joe Mixon's rushing plus receiving looks good for an under. 94.5 on PrizePicks, 90.5 on other sportsbooks. A -4 sportsbook differential, and then projection of 81.1, so a -13. So both sides heavily on the same end. And then when we look at overs, we don't have as good of options, but if we check projection differentials, George Pickens receiving yards looks good for an over at 41.5. It's 42.5 other places, which is very tight, but our projection is 57. We really like George Pickens this week. Mark Andrews receiving yards as well, same situation. Very tight sportsbook differential of only 1 yard difference, but it still makes it plus EV on the over for the value on PrizePicks. And then projection of 56, 11.8. All right, and then last but not least, Darius Slayton's the next guy who's over a 10 projection differential. Darius Slayton, 23.5, 24.5 other sportsbooks. That's a 1. And then a projection of 35, which is 11. So good spot on Darius Slayton as well. All right. Let's switch over to NBA and get this sweep again. I want to see some sweep broom emojis down in the comments section. Let's sweep again, baby. Let's get it. At the top of the list, Darius Garland is popping PRA. 27.5 is the line on PrizePicks. Vegas has the over at -125, and then we have him projected at 33, which is a 5.72 projection differential. So not only is the money leaning on the over for Darius Garland, PRA at 27.5, but projection also is at 33.2, a 5.7. So great value there. And then the next guy I want to talk about is Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson's been popping on the tool all morning as well. His points against Cleveland tonight. This should be a competitive, good game here. All right, 15.5 is the line on PrizePicks. Money's on the over at -125. Projection of 20 points, a 4.74 projection differential. So I really like Klay Thompson's over points at 15.5, and then Darius Garland over PRA of 27.5 is two of my early picks that I like today. For college football, the best value is still the under on J.J. McCarthy on PrizePicks at passing yards of 240.5. It's 234.5 other places. The value is -6 passing yard differential on PrizePicks. So grab that under for J.J. McCarthy's passing yards of 240. And then Spencer Rattler's passing yards under 280.5 is another value at a -4. And then looking at the overs, Ethan Kalakmanis passing yards at 169.5. We like the over at a 5 sportsbook differential on other sportsbook lines. So solid value on the over there. And then Daniel Jackson's receiving yards of 61.5. It's 65.5 other places. That's a 4 receiving yard differential on the over. I like the value on that as well. So over Daniel Jackson receiving yards. All right. College basketball, nothing at the moment. For hockey, we have the over on Andre. I like this spot right here. Andre Svechnikov. Andre, I'm going to call him Andre for Carolina. Shots on goal is set at 2.5. Vegas has the over at -130 and projections at 3.12. So solid spot for him at the over, a 0.62 projection differential. And then when we look at the unders, my favorite under is Cole Caulfield for Montreal. Shots on goal set at 3.5. He needs 4 to kill us. Money's on the under at -130, and we have him projected at 2.35, which is a -1.15 projection differential. So solid under on Cole Caulfield, and then the over on Andre Svechnikov. Perfect. Hit that perfectly. All right. Looking at soccer. Luka. Over on shots of 1.5. Other sportsbooks have him up to 2. 0.5 sportsbook differential. Projection of 2.67 shots. A 1.17 projection differential. He is the best value for soccer. Over on Luka shots. For League of Legends, we just have a bunch of ones, nothing crazy. I mean, the value is very, very tight for League of Legends. Probably just going to skip League of Legends. If you want to play it, then you can, as you can see, here you go there, and then there you go there. Whatever you want to do. For CS2, we have a little bit of better value here, though. We've got some 2s. We've got the over on Niffy for map 1 and 2 kills at 25. It's 27 other places. That's a 2 sportsbook differential. So over on Niffy, map 1 and 2 kills of 25. And then let's grab the under on Mopos for Movie Star Riders, map 1 and 2 kills at 32. All right, so under on Mopos, map 1 and 2 kills. And then over on Niffy, map 1 and 2 kills. But you can also go EW Jerks. He's other good value. And then the other good value is Cabby for Espionage. You can do any of it. For tennis, the best option is Janik. Total games over 23. It's 25 other places. Solid value on the over for Janik at 2. For MMA, things have adjusted a little bit, but Joshua Vance still the number one guy. Significant strikes over 65.5 as the number one value for MMA. Nothing for Dota. And then looking for Valorant, we have 3 1.5 values. We're going to go at the top here, Shy for map 1 and 2 kills over 29. And then the value on the under is Seppa for Cloud9. All right, for map 1 and 2 kills under 32.5. All right, recap. First things first, looking at the unders, Amon-Ra St. Brown looks like a good under receiving yards, under 88.5. We have for the overs, we talked George Pickens receiving yards over 41.5, Mark Andrews receiving yards over 44.5, and Darius Slayton's receiving yards over 23.5. For NBA, at the top of the list here, we have Darius Garland's PRA over 27.5. Klay Thompson over 15.5 points. Both solid spots today. For college football, the best values on the under, J.J. McCarthy passing yards of 240.5. And then the under of Spencer Rattler's passing yards of 280.5. And then the best over is going to be Ethan over passing yards of 169.5. And then Daniel Jackson's receiving yards over 61.5. Nothing for college basketball. For hockey, we have the over on Andre, shots on goal for Carolina, over 2.5, and then the under on Cole Caulfield for Montreal, under 3.5. For soccer, over on Luka, shots at 1.5. League of Legends, we kind of skipped it, but as you can see the options if you want to play any. There you go. I'm not going to lock any in. It's too tight. For CS2, we have the over on EW Jerks and Niffy at their map 1 and 2 kills, and then the under on Cabby and Mopos. Both the best options there. For tennis, over on Janik, total games of 23. MMA, over on Joshua Van at 4. And then for Valorant, we have the over on MW Zera, Shy, Melser. They're all 1.5 overs. You can choose any that you want. And then the under on Zeppa for Cloud9. All right? Thank y'all for joining me as always. Once again, let's get this money, baby. Let's just keep smashing, man. PropsMadeEasy.com. Only $15 a month. If you're interested in the daily fantasy sports content, want to get into DFS optimal lineups for DraftKings and FanDuel. If you haven't tried DFS before, where you make a lineup and you put it into contests and stuff, and you have that upside of winning like life-changing six-figure money. If you're interested in trying out DFS and seeing how that is, you can join my site at DFS content here. It'll bring you over to greenlightdfs.com, where I post optimal DFS lineups, where you can kind of just enter them into the contest and be in the best position to be successful off of the research and the lineup construction and everything that I do over there, to put you in the best spot, man. We've won customers over $70,000 in a day, so it's something that you could definitely get interested in and get involved in if you haven't yet, especially if you like sports betting stuff. So check out greenlightdfs.com for that. But propsmadeeasy.com if you want to use the tools that are in this video right now, man. Good luck, everybody. Let's keep getting this money, and I'm out. Peace.